that you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold on.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Ready, Lions. Ready.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Flag. Cowboy 80. Check. Ready, ready.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Vikings had 1 and 11 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a give right side. Pitts. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to be roaring at the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Yeah, they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCarthy is set to throw it. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. And up the screen.
They'll look to throw here. To the left side, looked in by Horton. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Cowboy, yeah. Watch the back on this play. Watch the back on this play. Hot, hot.
Straight ahead, Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This is caught by Addison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 51 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, he scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 24, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1:52 to play until halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Their 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 11.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing is McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. And Walker once more. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Come on, smash. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and run Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Seahawks take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnover. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Walker with another carry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest.
Good
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Full settle Vanessa. Swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers. Bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill bird on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill his beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Techno Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no.
Ready? Move the 19. Ready?
Body area. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Show me that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's my heart. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ready? Now.
7070 calling. We in Miami and we ballin'. She like dollar pull up if we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Hey, ball hard, but we shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it harder. 2 a.m. we ended up. 3 a.m. we like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. and I.
Let's go, Mikey, 18.
Which girls I'm taking home? Where you at? Where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. We don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time you spend on text. More things that I gotta compare. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Here we go, set. Ready? Let's go now. Here we go, set. Ready? Ready? Let's go now. Here we go. Come on.
Smile. Rip that mainframe. My lips like me is going insane. I'm strong, play the trumpet off. Break out something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pics when I blow my house down. Underground. Let's go now. They get mad when they come to raid my pad and I'm in the night who's scared. Here we go. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, I do it like this. Now say you believe in the unseen, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane.
Here we go. Ready?
Insane in the membrane.
Ready?
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the
Come on.
membrane.
Fix the evil. Let's go.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show to tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm full of focus, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, ain't ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go, that brought me all shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a case of night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out at the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out smoke in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper go?
Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Big Your Me Click. What's up, Bodie? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Let's rock with it. Do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers. Do you still?
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Yeah, Taking all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. Some bump, they go to click 911. All over some dump, ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, right, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victory.
Trying to get crazy with this thing. Don't you know I'm loco?
Try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm out in the night too scared. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dreams, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
come outside for the night.